Here we go. Going live. Pressing all the buttons. Hello, hello. Little ASMR sound. Aw, man. I think the buttons are too big. Hello, hello, good evening, everyone. Hello. Hello, good evening. BSY Live. Hello from New Jersey. Hi from New Jersey and Washington. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Sam. Hello, everyone. Hey, Carol. Are these buttons too big? Ooh. I got buttons for the cardigan I've been working on. Oh, I think they're too big. And I thought, and they're very large. These are very large buttons. I had gotten these buttons, they're mother of pearl, for my April cardigan. Hi from Florida. Hello from Idaho and Wisconsin. Hey, Shonda. Hello, Deb from Southeast Minnesota and New York and Rockford, Illinois, League City, Texas. Hello, everyone. Hey, Val. Madison, Florida. Hello. Carmel, New York. Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Maryland. Is tonight the night we can talk about the return of Traffic Cone? Sadly, Traffic Cone is not returning. There are still a couple in our Flopsies that we've been kind of piecing out to people here and there, but unfortunately it's not returning this year. But I do have with me our Halloween limited colorways, and I did bring a full skein of the colorway that we're bringing to Indie Untangled. And we are going to be putting that online for the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So everyone should be able to get it, even if you're not coming. Yes, Amy, I can show the Monster Mash colors tonight. Hey, from Wisconsin. Hey. Diane, hello from Florida. Ooh, Holly, I see you're pairing. So we can do pairings tonight. It is a pairing night. So the way this works is anything, I'll see. Oh, it's up there. Good. It's already up there. Making sure I'm getting all the comments. Hi from Asheville. So the way that the pairings work, Anne's got it, is you type in hashtag pairing and then something that you want to see that's on our website, badsheepyarn.com. I have a whole stash back here, which I have not touched since we were here last, which usually I try and go through and touch it and just familiarize myself with where everything landed. But we had a birthday party. Sue, I see your pairing. Oops. Nope, I don't. I see your pairing. All right, I'm making sure I'm getting everything. Oh, I've never brought yarn from y'all before, but I admired your yarn for so long. I'm hoping to buy a skein for the first time. I wanted to know what the texture was. Well, it just depends. So the DK is anything that's the merino is very soft. It's all pretty soft. Even the non-superwash is very soft. And it's not at all scratchy like how wool is.
I can do Instagram.
Oh, I was just going to ask you if you can. There's 2 on there that I was about to start typing.
Have you done any yet?
Nope. Thank you. Okay. So I'll go ahead and show the new colorways. I'm sorry. I'm like really looking at these buttons. You guys, I think they're too big for my cardigan. because they're bigger than the button band, and I think that's the general rule in my mind, is that the button band needs to be the same size as the button, and these are pretty big. So, yikes. All right. Ooh, Shonda, I got my opal today. Can I just say love, love, love. Yay. I'm so glad. BSY is the best for working with and squishiness. Ooh, Melanie, I'm excited for India Untangled. Yay! It'll be fun. Buttons are too big, boo. I know, Sam. I know, I got them and I was so excited. I was yay! And then I pulled them out and I was like, they're too big. But the pattern is written in centimeters versus inches, and I thought, and then I bought them from Etsy. And they're vintage, and so I thought, oh, this will be the right size. And I thought it was a 7/8 inch. And unless I don't know what that is, which is totally possible, these are well over an inch in diameter. So I think I got the big buttons on accident. I think someone sent me the big buttons and not the 7/8 as I was searching for. That's okay. Oh, I didn't see those, Sue. Blush MOP buttons. I did not see those. Ooh, Robin, I see your pairing. The cardigan pattern is the April cardigan. I just finished it. I blocked it very poorly because I just wanted to wear it, but I just finished it. It fits me perfectly, like a glove, and I'm so happy. It's the April cardigan by Petite Knits. Ooh, if you have a nail filer machine, I do not. You could try and round them off and make them smaller. I don't. And I'll save them. I'll use them for something. I'm a crafty girl. Don't focus on me. Focus on the button. It's got those really pretty designs on it, so I'll use them for something.
22 pairings on there.
Okay.
Before Instagram, on the neutral one, I didn't see one before that. I might have opened it up too late.
It was Sue's. I'll find it. There's upstate and solid colors is what she said.
I'll throw that in real quick and then.
Thank you. Jennifer, I did not say Conversation Hearts is going to be available in full skeins. The birthday one is going to be available in full skeins. All right. So is your gorgeous cardigan in Sam? Yes, it is. I used a fingering weight and a Surrey lace held together. So, okay. You finished that fast. Jamie, I've been working on this for a year. I've been trying to work on it really fast. Sam, I was just typing out. There were 22 pairings right as Alex walked in. Great minds. So I'm going to go ahead and close pairings for the night, everyone. I'm so sorry. Pairings are closed. That happened very fast. It's 7:09. Wow, that happened super fast. That's okay. If I work really fast through them, maybe we can do ones with the other colors. But we've got time. So, all right. Focus. I mean, from yesterday, Jamie, I think on my Whip Wednesday video from yesterday, I had 2 rows and I sat there during a meeting and finished them off. And then I came home and watched half of You Got Mail and finished. So, all right. Oh, I love Sam. I made a pair of socks for one of my boys with it and he wears them all the time. Oh, yay. We are located in Pensacola, Florida. So we're not an actual shop that you can come in and shop for. We're a dye studio. All of our stuff is sold online and we ship it out. And then this night is when we come together and we look at all the yarn that we want. So, all right. So this is Upstate. I showed a swatch of it a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry, I do not have the swatch with me now. It's at the studio. This is Upstate. This is our India Untangled colorway. We will have it at India Untangled in fingering weight, sport weight, DK, and worsted. We're also bringing our tweeds, and we'll have a whole rack of this. She's very pretty. here, and then online you can get it in everything from our website. It will only be available Friday through Saturday next week, which is the 17th, 18th, and 19th are the only days this will be available. We've made quite a large stock so that we can start shipping out as soon as they're up there. Well, I mean, it's the weekend and our staff always takes the weekend off, but we are ready. Just ready as we'll ever be. Oh wow, you're going to be at Indie Dine. We're going to be at Indie Untangled. So upstate, very pretty, perfectly named. Yay! Will the tweeds remain available after October if they're not sold out? I don't know. I honestly have not thought that far ahead this week. I just have not thought that far ahead. That color story sums up fall so beautifully. Oh, thank you. Mini skeins will be available online. I am not bringing mini skeins to Indie Untangled. I already got this look from Alex and Allie and a couple of our shipping team because they're pretty sure I way overpacked. But I was like, guys, I don't want to run out of yarn. So, anyways, Carolyn, yepers, that's coming home here to mama. Just, okay, so this is upstate. This will be available. I'm so glad everyone likes it. Focus. It's having a hard time today. Oops, there. And now I can wear my cardigan, although I'm going to have to find another button situation. And coming out tomorrow are our limited Halloween colorways. This is the Monster Mash. I got creative with the photos, which everyone will see tomorrow. But this is the full Monster Mash set. It does not go together unless you want it to. And I meant it to be that way. But this is the Monster Mash set. There are Halloween limited yarns. This one is Oh My Gourd. And it is a really pretty does it look like you'll have enough tweets through the end of October? We'll make sure we have enough. Although we did order, I think, our final batch, but I think we'll have enough. So this is Oh My Gourd. This is our limited Halloween colorway. It's very kind of jack-o'-lantern inspired with these pumpkin orange. It's got some really fun speckles in there. All of these swatches will be online. And I live in New York, but close to the PA line, so I will be ordering online and must have some minis too. Oh, Denise, well, thank you. Will you twist the black and red Halloween 2? Yes. Untwist it? Yes. And then here that is with Upstate. So this one's Oh My Gourd. This one is Frankenskein. And I love this one. It's a really bright neon green. A lot of the speckles were hidden in the twist, but it's got these really kind of sickly looking. I probably need to stop describing them as that, but I really like that kind of stuff where it's like, ooh, it looks kind of old. And I love that stuff. If you've been around, you probably know this about me already. So it's got these like fun like purple, pink, brown, black speckled parts, and the colorway is kind of speckled green throughout. So this one's Frankenskein. The swatch is really cool. It is kind of creepy, and I love that. The swatch is really, really cool. I want to use this for like stripes or something on something. And the next one is called Frickin' Bats. And it is based off of Dracula. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. I'm definitely buying the green and black one. Those are insanely stunning. I hope you love it. Can I see sapphire and emerald? I missed when you showed that. I haven't showed them yet. So this is just the new ones that we're doing. So don't worry, I haven't gotten there yet. Grungy speckles. Yes, Holly. You can't build a monster out of body parts without some blood. Exactly, Emily. And then this one is freaking bats. Yeah, Sam, I'm here for the creepy. You know me. How does gourd look with fire? It looks great. I did the pairing videos, and I have a whole thing with fire in there. So this one's freaking bats. The swatch for this one is so great. It's a black and gray speckled colorway. Again, it's got some of those really grungy parts in there that I really love. And it's fitting. And I'm just going to say this, when I dyed it so that it has these two red spots. I'm trying to find it on here because I think I'm like, where is this separated? Because I think this one, it's just like boop, boop. And so the pattern on it has these two red lines through it. And I'm like, it's like a bite mark. So I had fun with that one. It does work with wizard robes, Anita. Gosh, I can't talk. It does work with wizard robes. And you know what else it looks great with? Personally, I really liked it with chivalry or heavy metal. I think they look good together. And then wizard robes on top of that, yeah, it looks really good. Ooh, I need freaking bats for a Christmas gift for a friend. She loves red and black. Well, there you go. So it's really fun. So anyway, those will be out tomorrow. There are limited Halloween colorways. I thought about this today. Frankenstein with the Shire. And then the Oh My Gourd, it looks good with so much. Well, I'll show it with with fire really fast since someone asked for that one. There we go. There it is with fire. It was fun. The names were fun. I've been laughing about them for a while. I'm going to knit a tank top. Would one skein work or would I need to buy an extra? It just depends on the size of the tank top that you're trying to make. So I've made a cropped tank top with one skein before, but it was like just barely one skein of fingering weight. So, it just depends. And usually when I make stuff in the size small, just to give a reference. So I would do 1 to 2. If you're doing, definitely if you're doing it in DK, if you're doing it in a fingering weight, just depending on what you're making and what size, you could maybe do 1. One thing that I usually tell people, especially if they're wanting to like wing a pattern, if you're very confident in your skills of how to make something and you say, well, I just want to wing it. Sometimes, if you've done it before, what I would suggest is going to something like Ravelry and finding something similar to what you want to make, because they always have sizes, measurements, and yardages, and you don't have to buy the pattern. So if you want to wing it, because some people do like to do that, I'm one of them for some projects. For garments, I usually work off of pattern. But if you don't want to work off a pattern, I suggest going and finding something similar, seeing your measurements, and seeing what yardage requirements are. That's just if you want to wing it. If you are not winging it, Then find your pattern, look up the yardage for the size that you want, and then you can go on our website. It has all of the fiber information on the drop down, and you can look. Our yardage, our fingering weight has 462 yards in it. Our DK weight has 245 yards in it. So what you do is you take the yardage that you need and you divide that by however many yards is in the skein, and then you can kind of use that as an estimate. All right. and that's that. All right. Frickin' Bats and Old Blood. It looks super good with Kennecott. Probably more than Old Blood. Heavy Metal and Frickin' Bats equals Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, fun. Does Gord, Frankenstein, Frankenstein, and Zero Gravity look good? I bet they do. Oh, good. I was like, hi, suddenly. Yes, they do. Yes, they definitely do. Sarah, if that's as close to chartreuse I will get, I will take it. We need a lime green again in our life. But yes, this is the Oh My Gourd, Frankenstein, and Zero Gravity. All right. I think that's good. I'm going to start pairings. Yes, I'm going to start pairings now, and we can circle back to these if we want for sure, or if we think of something. But let's get started. Oops, trying to make sure I'm not missing comments. All right, let's go. So our first one is Sapphire and Emerald with Garnet and then Ruby. Ruby, Garnet. Okay. All our limiteds for this month, so the tweeds and these Halloween ones, are done on October 31st. So this is Sapphire and Emerald. And then we're putting it with Garnet. And he said, and then Ruby. So I'm not sure if you want Ruby stacked onto this or vice versa. So I will do both. There it is with Ruby. There's some fuzzes on there. And there it is with, there it is with Ruby. The one before was with Garnet. Okay. Okay, the new limited colors, we just showed them. They are these. It's the Monster Mash set. They're coming out tomorrow. And it's Freakin' Bats right here. Frankenstein right there. And Oh My Gourd right there. Okay. So next pairing. Oops. Where's the next one? Complete. There we go. It's been a little bit. Sunflower with Halfling and Espresso. So Sunflower was last month's limited. It's got some ties sticking out because I probably unwrapped it last week. So I've got to tuck all those in. Be nice and neat. With Espresso and Halfling. Beth, I now have the Monster Mash stuck in my head. You're welcome. Ooh, Sunset Moth would be nice with Oh My Gourd. It looks really cool with the Frankenstein too. Here they are. Sunflowers in the middle. Here's Halfling. There's Espresso. Pretty, pretty. Hi, Corinne. Next is Long Bottom Leaf Echo and My Precious. My Precious. Oops. Dropping things. And Echo. There it is. And these go up here. My little bag. Ooh, are you going to be at New York Sheep and Wool on Rhinebeck next weekend? Alex and I are going on Saturday. So on Friday, we're vending at India Untangled. We've got a small selection of yarn. The Limiteds won't be there, but we'll have Upstate there. I'll have the Edgar Allan Poe set there. Autumn Brew will be there. Allie always likes to represent some brights. She helped me go through and make sure I had a well-rounded color palette because she was like, Marcy, you were getting really dark and moody here. And I was like, help me. So we'll have Luna Moth and Sea Glass and Yellow Tang and some fun ones there. I don't remember what all I have anymore, but we'll have, as usual, a good color palette, and then focusing on some nice fun fall colors, and we'll have some brights in there too. So, and we'll have all the tweeds there as well. So this is my Precious, Echo, and Long Bottom Leaf right here. There we go. Oh, you know what else is fun with Echo that I like, because it's kind of, or Long Bottom Leaf, I like it because it's kind of grungy again, is I like these two together. This is Echo and the Frankenskein. I like them. I hold them up in real life and I'm like, I like that. And then I add Marley with it and I like that too. Okay. Oops. We are going to drive to Ryan. So we'll have the vending, and then the next day, because they're close, the areas are all close. They have all these festivals around the Rhinebeck area, and they're all boop, 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 boop. They're all right there. And so we'll have India Untangled on Friday, and then on Saturday, Alex and I are going to Rhinebeck. People always do like a meetup on the hill, so we've been thinking like, should we do that? Which the hill is a tiny little hill, and it's kind of like at the back of the festival, the like tents and stuff, if you haven't been there. And so that's where people go to like take pictures and stuff, because it's spacious and it's kind of out of the way, and that's just where people meet for their photos. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message, and we'll announce something and make it happen. But my dark and moody vibes are rubbing off on you. I feel like I'm my brain is in fall. And today it's been super hot here lately. It was 90 degrees today. It's been kind of trending that way, like in the 90s. And I don't care. I'm like, I need some corduroys. I'm still in the fall mood. All right. I'm making sure I'm getting comments. We're moving on. Last date for limiteds is the 31st. Blood Moon with Old Blood and Sam. Do I have a Blood Moon here? I think I do. Okay, Blood Moon, which was part of our 10-year collection. Old Blood and Sam, which I got when I threw it. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, you put the heat on in New Hampshire. Ooh. Yeah, we are not there yet. We won't be there until probably January usually. So this is Blood Moon. It was one of our 10-year colorways that we brought back. And then this is Sam, and this is Old Blood. Ooh, speaking of dark and moody, I'm waiting to hear how much you love Practical Magic. I did love it. It was sweet. It was a fun little movie. Last week you mentioned Peggy, the Solstice set. What tones will that be? That's our Advent that's coming out, and I believe next week will be showing a photo of the box art, which always gives a hint as to the color palette of what's inside. But that is our winter solstice advent that's coming out. It will be available for pre-order on Sunday. Oh, and we have a time. Sunday, October 26th at 7 p.m. Central. So same time that we start here. That's when our pre-orders will be live. As usual with our advent boxes, we only have a minimum amount. And I believe they are going to be $3.15 for a box. It is a 24-day advent, 24 skeins, mini skeins of yarn, a knit and crochet pattern is included, and some other little goodies. So, all right. There you go. There's the reminder. Ooh, I put my flannel sheets on today in Iowa. Ooh, cozy. Even when we lived in Alaska, I did not do flannel sheets, but only because I like to be a little bit cold when I sleep. Ooh, the Cardi Carrie. This is the April cardigan. I just finished it. The buttons I bought are too big. This is the April cardigan. It's in Sam. And I held it with Surrey and silk together, and I blocked it weird, I guess, right there. I don't know. It's laying funny. Is your advent regular crochet or Tunisian regular crochet? It's fingering weight yarn, but it's held double to be DK. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. The weight that, Melanie, after I was like, that's all I'm going to say. I did just say it, so I'll say it again. I guess I'll say one more thing. The weights are fingering weight yarn, but with the pattern, they're held double, so it equals out to be a DK. If you choose not to make the pattern, that's fine. You will get 24 fingering weight skeins, mini skeins. Okay. Oh, it's not held double. Oops, sorry. I guess it's not held double. Last time we chatted about it, it was. Britt, I'm glad you hopped on. As usual, we always have Britt and Sana. They've just been great at making our winter advent patterns. So, of course, I asked them to make one again. Britt's one of the designers, so she just hopped on and was like, false information. Thank you, Britt. Not held double. It is a fingering weight pattern. So if you don't make the pattern, you can if you want to. No. Things change. Designing is hard. No, you're doing a great job. They're beautiful. I've been getting sneak peek photos, and every single one I get, I show around because it's so pretty. Okay. Ooh, casting on my Halloween Advent box pattern. No spuds, the knit pattern. Ooh, fun. I hope y'all have fun. It's a really, we've had, this year the Advents are so good. They're so good. I know I'm spilling the wrong beans. Fake news. We were talking today we were laughing because Allie was like, what is all this? I'm like, well, it's speckled. She was like, it's not speckled. And we went back and forth. And so I finally went out and looked at the pattern or at the recipe. And then I looked at my original recipe because I will write stuff down and then it'll go to the dye team and they'll kind of write it up and everything else and then take it from there. And so she was like, it's the dye splitting. And I'm like, no, it's speckled. And I've had it in my head that it's been speckled since the beginning of time, since whenever that colorway was first made. And she was like, I swear. She goes, Marcy, you're gaslighting me. I'm like, is it gaslighting if you don't know that you're doing it? If the information is true in your head? So it's misinformed. Oh my goodness. Anyways, focus. We've got to focus. Kelly, I still need to open my Advent. Oh no, I'm sorry. I've been posting spoilers. Stay off my Instagram and Facebook. You'll already know what's inside. Oh my goodness. Oh, Val. Yes, Val. Just because inquiring minds want to know, we doing a Halloween live? Does Alex have something special planned for you? Yes, we are doing a Halloween live. So be prepared for that. Ever since one year I decided, I was like, I want to dress up for Halloween. And Alex got me the worst costume imaginable. And I spent the whole live laughing so hard I couldn't talk. We've just made it tradition. So we are doing a Halloween live. We always do giveaways and other fun stuff. So it's not gaslight. It's just cray cray. Oh my goodness. Now I'm reading. Worst costume or best? I know. It's worst costume or best. I know. What is behind you? All of it. What's behind me is all of our yarn from our studio and beyond. So all the stuff on our website and beyond. The date the Halloween live will be, thank you Alicia, will be the 30th. Last year it was on Halloween. This year is the 30th. We're not the worst, the best. It was super funny. And it will be at the same time as usual. We just like to, just because it's so much fun now, we like to go crazy. Okay. This pairing. Opal, Oyster, Oceans, Heavy Metal, Chivalry. Opal. Oh, guys. Okay, I'm looking for my Oyster. There it is. Oyster, Oceans, Heavy Metal, Chivalry. I remember now, the Ocean skein was the one that I had a really hard time finding last week. So I might not have that one. Oh, nope, found it. There it is. Never mind. False news. Heavy Metal Chivalry. Fake news. Alright, I just had Heavy Metal. Just had it. With this set over here. Where did it go? Did it fall? No. Is it on my desk? Because sometimes that happens. All right. Well, I have some of it. There's that. I didn't put it in there on accident. This is going to be one of those things where I'm looking right at it. Or it fell down back. I don't think it did. There it is. It was with the fellowship set. Have you thought of renaming Opal to Opalite? Get those Swifties ordering. I haven't. I am not a Swiftie, so I don't keep up with that. If you wouldn't have said it, I would have been like, huh? Britt, same. Britt said, I love seeing how many of you are trying Tunisian crochet. Same. Ooh, I love the Halloween Advent so far. Are we able to get the Halloween patterns? Yes. Yes, the Halloween patterns will be live on October 31st, I believe. That's in my calendar. That's not here. Holly, this scrolls my hands down my favorite. I still tell people about that. This is fun. So if you have Oyster in your stash, this is Opal, Oyster, Oceans that you would also have to have in your stash. Chivalry and Heavy Metal, which is our Noble Knights set. That was a release in September. This is fun. I feel like, though, these two need to be... Hold on. I think we need a movement. There we go. Kind of like that, maybe? There. I can't top the squirrel. I'll never be able to. That was the peak of my career. was that squirrel costume. We still have fun though. Aqua Aerobics, Starry Night, Sapphire, and a light blue for a fade. Okay. Putting all these back. Aqua Aerobics is another one that you would have to have in your stash. I think it was our March limited. Starry Night. Okay. Well, I have the Starry Night in Surrey, so the regular one's around here somewhere. Oh man. There it is. It was not by its Surrey partner. Sapphire and then a light blue. All right, you. There it is in Surrey. Surrey's just wanting to be seen. And then a light blue. I'm going to put Razzleberry in there because I think that's fun for the light blue. There we go. You can kind of see the Starry Night. So Sapphire, Starry Night, Aqua Aerobics, and I put Razzleberry in there for the light blue. This is fun. That's really cute. Next is 3 colors including Upstate. Okay, so here is Upstate. And then 3 colors including it. I'm going to do Merlot and Espresso. So there are those ones. The Merlot's kind of bringing out some bright in there, and there is, you can see some purpley. The other thing that you can do is Impressions, of course, or you could do Chivalry, which is kind of a more gemstone option. Can't wait to get my hands on Upstate. Ooh, it'll be a pretty one. It will be really pretty. Here it is with long bottom leaf. Some green in there. And I'm going to do Marley too. I love Marley. And then I'm going to put Elvish with it as well. Here it is with long bottom leaf, Upstate, Marley. And here it is with Elvish and Rooibos tea. Ooh, that's my favorite. That is my favorite. So this is Rooibos tea, Upstate and Elvish. Upstate will be available not next week, or not this week, but next week for only the weekend. And boop. Next, Upstate with anything. We just showed a bunch, but I also wanted to show it with Bordeaux because those two are really, really pretty as well. And next, Pairing fade with Old Blood, Sam, Rooibos Tea, My Precious, and one or two more. Old Blood, Rooibos Tea, Sam, My Precious. Ooh, and then one or two more. So here's what we're working with right now. This is really pretty. It's very fall. Very autumnal. So I'm going to see if I can get a couple more kind of colors like that in there. I'm going to add one, I think that's lighter. I'm not sure if you'll like this, but I do. And then maybe a darker one, actually. Adding Witch King, because Witch King has a bunch of reds. Let me look here. All right, so the lightest like yellow that I have is I haven't had comments on Facebook in a long time, just to make sure it's not frozen. If you don't have anything to say, that's totally fine. But just to make sure it's not frozen, can someone just type hi in there, Sam or Alicia? If you guys can, someone just type hi in the Facebook comments, because I haven't gotten any in a while, but I see my other ones are moving. So I just want to make sure they're not frozen on my comments. But here we go. And if you've already typed it, I did not see it, and that means I'm not getting comments. Okay, here it is. I put Witch King with Old Blood, and then at the end, I wasn't quite sure what to do at the end, so I might try and find something in the middle. But I'm really, really liking your Old Blood, Sam, Rooibos Tea, My Precious situation that you have going on. Yeah, Alex commented on there. So Facebook is frozen. I know people are commenting. I cannot see it. Let me see if I can pull it up with my phone so that I can read your comments from my phone. That always gets a little dicey, but Alicia, I got your message on my phone. Facebook comments are frozen for sure. All right, just a second, guys. I'm going to go on my phone to the live. I don't know if I can be myself on my live, but maybe if I go here, hold on. There we go. Oh, I think I can watch myself. There we go. Oh, now I hear myself. Don't want that. What fade would be pretty with freaking bats? Oh, we can look at that. Lemon meringue on the end. Okay. Thank you, everyone that said hi just to check. I wondered if the comments were frozen, but I can kind of see them now. Mindy, yes, YouTube is working. So I grabbed the one that I had at the end was Calico Scallop. I didn't really love it, although I do like Calico Scallop, and it's a little warmer like those colors. Someone said lemon meringue. That's pretty bright. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go if I can get it. It fell very far back. It was way back there. Sorry. All right. I'll try lemon meringue so that you can see. Oops. But I think Witch King at the end is great because it is much darker than the Old Blood, and it still has that same red color in there. So here it is with lemon meringue. I put incandescently happy with, ooh, hide would be a good idea. I think the lemon meringue kind of works. So there you have Witch King, Old Blood, Sam, Rooibos tea, My Precious, and lemon meringue. So it kind of works. Incandescently happy, just not quite there, not quite it. Oh, someone had said something. Dr. Jekyll. Where are those? Did I take those? I took those downstairs to film a YouTube video. Dang it. Oh, good. Here's one. Whew. I was like, oh. So Dr. Jekyll actually works if you put it in between Rooibos tea and My Precious. It's a little bit darker than My Precious, and I think it works. Oh my gosh, my comments are back. My comments are back. Huzzah! Okay, here it is with very subtle in there, but there it is with Dr. Jekyll too. Cute. Banana Split, I can try. I thought about that one. It is much lighter. I think out of all of them, if you want the light yellow at the end, I would choose the lemon meringue. There's just so much, like the rest of these kind of fade really well and will fade really well into each other. There's just so much of a color jump between these two yellows that I'm like, but this one is bright enough that it's a definite fade, but not so bright that they clash, like the shades of yellow clash. Someone had said vintage champagne. I'll show that. Nicole, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. The color that I did before lemon meringue was, what was it? Calico Scallop. There it is with vintage champagne. There you go. Okay. And Old Blood Sam. Okay, our next pairing is, I like Dr. Jekyll with it too. All right. I was at a make-along event today and everyone was working with dark fall colors. Me, pastel pink, purple, blue. But those are your colors, Mindy. And even I was doing some pairings with Allie, and I were collecting pairings, and she had pulled some together with opal. It's in our opal video. And because she likes the like the minty greens and stuff like that. And she pulled out one that was like opal with orchid and hibiscus, sorbet, and a few other ones. And she was like, well, this isn't really the season, but it looks really good. And I was like, those are Mindy's colors. I thought of you. I was like, Mindy would love that one. So, and that's the thing where it's like, if people have colors that they wear and they love them, and it's like, these are my colors, more power to you. You go, you do it. Make what you love, you know? Make what you love. Oh no. Oh, Cheryl. Love all these colors. They're gorgeous. I haven't been able to knit because my pinky finger and arthritis. Oh no. Just had another cortisone shot, hoping it helps. I miss my knitting immensely. Oh, I hope that helps too. Yes, please. They're on the life is too short to knit things you don't love. Agreed. Dawn, can you show Upstate next to friggin' Bat so I can decide which one to buy? Yes, I can. I'll do that really quick. And then I've got to keep going or we're going to be here all night. We just keep going. Upstate and Garland would be really pretty together. Here they are, Dawn. Frickin' Bats and Upstate. Which Upstate, the next pairing, Upstate and Good Contrasts. I wouldn't say this is a contrast exactly, but here it is with Dr. Jekyll, which is my new look. I even got my nails done to match. It's one of my new favorite colors that we have right now. I love this one. Upstate and Dr. Jekyll. Ooh, Emily says, for her, the cortisone shot didn't work, but physical therapy is doing wonders. Oh, good. Excuse me. Upstate and Garland. Oh, I have an old skein of Bon Bon in here, and I saw it and was like, oh, just that would be good. I love Dr. Jekyll. Hi, Mary. Ooh, Upstate and Teal. Carolyn, that would be good. With impressions. It is a hard decision. This is, oh, there's a fuzz. And thread. Oh, I just want, someday I need to go through. Oh, Peggy, I don't know which one. I went and got them done because I'm really bad at doing my own nails and they chip off immediately. This is Upstate and Garland. Someone else. Upstate and Impressions. I see questions and comments in there. I will answer them just as soon as I find my impressions skein. No. Oh, please. Sometimes things fall all the way back. What's this? Enchanted Forest. Okay. I'm getting real tired of this. I feel like every week something hides from me. And not just one thing, multiple. Alright, trust me when I say it'll look great with impressions. And I'm sure impressions will show up at some point tonight and then I will show it. But it'll look beautiful with that. Gorgeous. The deepest recess of Marcy's closet. They're like these little cubbies in the closet here. I kind of miss having the big huge shelf behind me, but it doesn't all fit in camera and stuff, which is fine. But would Squirrel, would Upstate and Fingering held with Dr. Jekyll and Surrey work? Yes, and it would be very pretty. Upstate and Garland are my colors. It's just that the cubbies stuff can fall back behind because they're much deeper than the yarn and there's nothing back there to stop it. So stuff will fall back behind and I have to like go back there and look and see if it's back there. And then because it's down low, I can't like turn around and look at it at a glance. So that's why I'm bending down a lot. No problem, Carolyn. If I find it, I will do it. Chivalry is kind of close. It's more green. So when I hold Chivalry and Impressions up next to each other, you can see like, oh, it's kind of green. It's Gizmo, aka Gremlins. It feels like that. The Surrey would not overpower Upstate. It wouldn't. It would blend really well with that. And the reason why I know is because they look really well. So there's a lot where it would just kind of blend in really well and kind of bring out a lot of these like golden colors that are in Upstate. Yeah, it would be really pretty. And then this one is Chivalry with Upstate. It is really pretty too. Impressions is also pretty with it. It just brings like this kind of darker vibe. It's not as jewel toned as that one. All right. Upstate and 4 more colors. Okay, so I'm putting Upstate with Sam. Garland. And I'm actually thinking maybe Juliet. Yeah. And what next? Ooh, no, but I'm going to save that for something else. And one more. Okay. So here is Upstate with some tonals. It is, I use Juliet, Velvet, Sam, and Garland. There we go. But now I kind of want to do some variegated colorways. So I'm going to do that as well. Oops, that one goes over there, there, there. All right, we're going to do some variegateds, and this is what I grabbed and said no, but I'm saving that for later. This is, yes, Stacy, that is correct. It was the one that I showed a couple weeks ago and was like, what do we name it? And then we named it something completely different. Can Meander be done in Sparkle? It would be completely different than what Meander is if I dyed it on the Sparkle base, just because Superwash and non-Superwash take the dyes completely differently. So it would be wildly different, which is why the non-Superwashes are their own things. Oh, no, this isn't Impressions. When I read your comment, they were like, is that it right behind you? And Kenzie, is that it right behind you? And I was like, if that's it right behind me, right in plain sight this whole time, it's not, it's water. Okay. So we've done a lot of contrasts with Upstate in different colors. So now I want to do some variegateds. There it is with Bayberry, and I'm going to try and add some more. I'm putting also Autumn Brew in there. No, not that one. Oops. Macbeth's Witches is what I'm looking for. And there it is. Okay. So this is kind of where I went. I feel like I might switch out Bayberry. I know, staring right at me. Sometimes it's like that. So this is Macbeth's Witches, Upstate, Autumn Brew, and Bayberry. But I think I'm going to take out Bayberry and do something else. Don't know what yet. I was thinking, I was like, maybe Yarn Fairies could go in there, but it's a little too bright. Maybe Blue Morpho, or not Blue Morpho, Peruvian Butterfly in there, but there's not quite enough orange. No. Prickly Pear. And, oh. I know. Mountain Tundra. Here is Macbeth's Witches, Mountain Tundra, Upstate, and Autumn Brew. Boop. That would be really fun. They need one more color. The Sunset Moth, Mr. Hyde. Ooh, put in the new orange. Ooh. Forgot all about that. That would be fun. Okay. Actually putting it after Autumn Brew. There we go. All right, I'm switching these. Nope. Something's not it. but we're off to a good start. So Macbeth Witches, Mountain Tundra is the green, Upstate, Autumn Brew with the blue, and Oh My Gourd is the other one. Folklore would be really good in there. Ooh, nice and dark. Get my Folklore skein. Ooh, or Fox. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So this one I'm taking out Autumn Brew. I'm keeping Macbeth for now. And this is what I have. Peggy, of course. I can show them all again, of course. So this is Macbeth Witches, Mountain Tundra, this starting from this side, Mountain Tundra, Fox in the middle, Upstate, and Folklore. Yasuko, have a great time. Would Upstate and Sanguine go? I have Sanguine right here. I can show you. They look really pretty together. Sanguine is another expired one from our 10-year anniversary colorway list. All right, let's move on. 2023 Alaska collection with the deep woods for a fade. Okay, wow. So I don't have all of the deep woods set here. I do not. I was trying to think because I don't even think you can get the deep wood set. Dark woods, the colorway. Okay. I was doing mental stuff being like, what are we looking for here? Dark woods, the colorway. A lot of people, myself included, sometimes call dark woods deep woods, and it was originally part of the deep woods set, and so sometimes my brain goes back and I get confused. I just get a little confuzzled. All right, and my Yukon skein, which is expired. Here it is. So this is the Alaska. Yes, Upstate will be available in all the bases online, but in person it will be available on Fingering Weight, Sport Weight, DK, and worsted. Here you go. This is dark woods, and then the entire Alaska 2023 set. Owl was brought back, Emily. Doe is the one. That's part of that set. Hi, Muriel. I don't know why I get on here and then I'm surprised. I'm mad. I need more colors. The self-torture is real. Oh, no. Oh, no. We just come on here and we say, yay. So there are, I'll do this one too, that I just posted an opal pairing video with some darker ones, and the skein is so floppy. Here is one that we found last week that was really, really cool. This is Opal and Chivalry. And I'm going to try this again. We held this up and we were like, oddly, yes, in our studio. But Opal and Northern Lights was kind of one of those things where we held it up and we were like, actually, I'm not mad about it. It was like, it's one of those ones where it's like something in my brain says, yeah, And it's fascinating because in real life I would be like, no, like in my brain starts being like, no, but then when you see it, you're like, for the right project, yes, they would be good. So, yeah, Mindy, it's up there. It's posted on Monday. I think it's our opal pairing video. It's on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So anyway, making sure with something dark. So that's something dark with opal. And then I think it with Chivalry is one of our favorites. It just looks very, very pretty. Yeah, opal and Northern Lights brioche. Like, yes, a wild brioche project. Like, interesting. And then part of you is like, you know, when you think about it, you're like, no. And then you hold them together and something works. And I don't know what it is. Maybe the greens, maybe it's the pink and the reds, like those same undertones go together. In theory, it should not. When you hold them together, though, something about it is like, actually, So, anyway, thought I would share. Fascinating. Mr. Hyde in Upstate, we did already show that, but I will show it again. It was really, really pretty. Oh, Stacy, yes. Stacy says she wants to make a sweater out of Chivalry. Yes. I figured out what my next project is. After I finished this sweater, I was like, I'm going to take a break on my whips projects, my like finishing all your whips, and I'm going to do something fun and maybe a holiday, I don't know. But I'm going to make myself, I already have the pattern. I've had it for years, the Bee's Knees cardigan, and I think I'm going to make it out of Dark Academia. There we go. That's going to be my next project, I think. Where is our color wheel? I know. Cooler neutral tones with folklore. All right, cooler neutrals. So I'm like, well, Marley. Marley is this like taupe gray color, and it is a really, really good neutral. I think it goes with just about everything, and it's got those speckles in there that can kind of split blue, which looks really good with folklore. So I would say Marley for sure. Another one, we're going for the grays here, but that's okay, is Wizard Robes. And then Eleanor is also very pretty with folklore. This skein is wrapped so weird. I can do better. Both of them are. They're both just a little lumpy. Oh, poor little skeins. He needs some care. But Eleanor is also a nice, cool one. The name Marley, it came from the Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. There is a ghost in there named Marley. So Marley, Garland, and Christmas Carol is part of our Christmas Carol set. And I know, Bees Knees with all those cables, Lordy mercy. I know, but I've always wanted to make a cabled sweater. Oh, Karen, I showed it with Darkwoods. Don't worry. I did show it with Darkwoods. But I can hold it up again. But the one that I showed it with, let me know if you missed it or not, but I did hold it with Darkwoods. Yeah, it's A Christmas Carol. There is a ghost named Marley. I forget what his first name is. I think it's Charles? No, Charles Dickens. It's not Charles. It's something else. Something, but his last name for sure is Marley. I know. The Muppet Christmas Carol. I know. Oh, good. Okay, yes. Karen, yes, good. We're all on the same page. Jacob Marley. Thank you. That's what it was. Jacob Marley. Yes. So that's what Marley is named after. It's a ghost. Christmas ghost. One of them. All right. Next. The non-superwash. Also, okay, Petal, Papa, Seedling, and Crystal. Petal, Papa, Seedling, and Crystal. Ah, they all fell. Don't worry. Oh, I saw some more back there. Oh, no, wait. It's just all the non-super washes fell. Bob Marley, I know, Nikki. I was also like, Bob? No, that's not right. Here they are. This is Petal. Wait, is that one Pappas? No, that's not Pappas. That one's Sewing. This is. I knew I was doing something wrong. There it is. Pappas, Seedling, Crystal, and Petal right there. Oops. Really pretty. Those are non-super wash colors. Dr. Jekyll and Earth with Coffee Hut. Okay. Dr. Jekyll, Earth, and Coffee Hut. Ooh, this is pretty. Earth, Dr. Jekyll, and Coffee Hut. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Lovely. Ooh, the Sylvan sweater. There are the two Muppets. There are the two Marleys in the Muppet. We're Marley and Marley. One of my daughters loved that song and hated it all at the same time. I think it scared her just a little bit, so she made it funny to not scare her. I mean, it is funny, but, you know, I think she would say it. I know that was really pretty, wasn't it, Marlene? All right. Wrangle, Stardust, and then any others for a fade? So this is a pretty light fade here. We're already going pretty light. So I don't know how many colors we are wanting to fade, but I'm going for the grays. I'm going to do one more. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so this is Raven, Wrangle, Wizard Robes, Stardust, and Brooks. Oh, the pairing a few back was Mr. Hyde with Upstate, not Dr. Jekyll and Upstate. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. So sorry. Yep, I saw it. Whoopsie. Don't worry. I'll show that next. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Oh, okay. My brain just went, what am I doing right now? Okay. Here it is. Raven, Wrangle, Wizard Robe, Stardust, and Brooks is what I did for a little fade there. And I think that would be really, really pretty. All right. Putting things away to try and make some sort of semblance. And then I have a piece of wool in my mouth. Okay. Sorry. Mr. Hyde in Upstate. Oh, that's kind of fun. Mr. Hyde and Upstate. That is kind of fun. Good night, Carrie. Wrangle, Dr. Jekyll, and another blue with Dr. Jekyll. Love blue and gold together. Okay. So here is Wrangle and Dr. Jekyll. And here is, oh, these are all kind of fun together. But this is Elvish and Dr. Jekyll too, which is really nice. Really, really pretty. Elvish is a beautiful, beautiful blue. It's probably one of my favorite blues on here. Really pretty. It's got like dimension. It's sophisticated. It's really pretty. Gorgeous. Upstate available is next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday only. So that will be the 17th, 18th, and 19th only for Upstate. All right. Jekyll, Earth, and Sunflower. Really pretty. Bought a sweater's worth of Elvish at Flock. It's understatedly gorgeous. Ugh, I agree. I agree, Melanie. That will be a great sweater. Wrangle is like a mix between a blue-gray. I think in natural light, it really shines blue. So on our website, it's taken in natural light photos, and it's Alaska in the winter, so that's naturally a blue light. So it does shine blue. Inside, it looks more gray. So it's like a blue-gray. It's like a slate gray is what I would say. Slate gray. This is Earth. Oops, ouch. Earth over here. Dr. Jekyll and Sunflower. There you go. Okay. And Upstate and Sapphire. Oops. Also really beautiful. Upstate just looks good with the blues. Probably because it's got a lot of green in there. They just look good together. I'm not bringing any silk to India Untangled. I know. I can't bring it all. We have a much smaller booth at this one too. Because it's our first year, they give you an 8x10 your first year. And so that's what our booth size is. So it's much smaller, and but I brought yarn, and I brought enough to fill up the shelf if I run out. So, okay. All right. Nevermore, Upstate, and Yarn Fairies. Nevermore. Is that one? No, that's Black Jeans. Okay. Nevermore, Upstate, and Yarn Fairies. There we go. The pattern that I used for the heart garland behind me is it's on our blog. If you go to our blog and scroll a little bit down, there's a February like Valentine's Day post that I did, and I linked to the pattern in that blog post. It was one that I found on Pinterest. It was part of my whips because I had made all these hearts and never strung them together, and I finally did. It's really fun. Marie. I mean, I think it's just their standard thing, and I totally understand if it's like if I do this for one person, I do it for all. So I totally get that. Display wisely. Yes, Mindy. I know. Oh no, Anita, the heart garland you sent us is hanging up, made out of the fantasy set. It's hanging up on the door of our studio. So we have it so that when people will come in and they come out, they see a bunch of hearts in a primary rainbow. It is hanging in on our front door in our studio. We like it. Okay. Midnight Manor, Oxfordshire, and a green, either Echo, Gin and Tonic, or Lightning Bug. Which is better? Okay. Midnight Manor and Oxfordshire with a green. Echo, Gin and Tonic, Lightning Bug. Eleanor would be really pretty with this one too. I will show. Here it is with Echo. Here they are with Echo. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Here they are with Eleanor. And here's Lightning Bug, because I always want to show it. Also, here's Lightning Bug with Frankenstein. They are cute. just, options. And here it is with Gin and Tonic. So my favorite for sure was Echo and Eleanor for a green for those two. But you choose your favorite. That's what matters. All right. Our next one. Jekyll and Poinsettia. Ooh, I hope I have a poinsettia here. I might not. I do. Oh. Dr. Jekyll and Poinsettia, you're in luck. I do have one. There they are. Poinsettia was a Christmas colorway last year. I've had a few people asking, so I will say this year we are doing, we'll have our birthstone, of course, but in November I will be releasing a Christmas limited, and that one will be available through November and parts of December. And then I have another set coming out that I'm excited about, but I can't talk about it yet because it's just a concept right now. So, can you explain the Advent, please? What's in it? Well, the Advent is kind of a mystery. So if you're on our, let me scroll through this really quick. This is our last pairing, Upstate in a Solid Colors. I feel like we got that one. So I'm just going to complete pairings for the night. Oops. There. We did it. Yay. Okay, so the Advent and what they are. It's kind of like a gift box of yarn. And people do them different ways, and even different yarn dyers will do them different ways. But the main idea behind it is a lot like any Christmas Advent or countdown calendar that you have, it just kind of counts down to something. So the Halloween Advent that we have right now, it's kind of like a half Advent. And it's 13 colors. And so the whole idea behind that is there's all these little minis that are wrapped individually, and every day you get to open one to kind of be surprised by. And sometimes Advents just make, just kind of are like a fade or something like that. Every dyer does them differently, and sometimes they theme them and all kinds of stuff. I've always made ours around, by always, this is only our third year doing them. I usually will theme around a story or an idea, and we have pattern designers make patterns with the yarn that we make. So usually, or we've been having this year for our Halloween Advent, we had Ariana Frasca and Lori Harrison make our knit and crochet patterns for our Halloween Advent. They did a fabulous job. They look so good. And Britt of Not Bad Brit and Sana of Wool and Weird have made our Christmas Advents. They make sister patterns, which means that one is knit, one is crochet, but they look similar, which it's very hard to find two different designers to make those types of patterns. So they've always done that. We've worked really well together in the past, and some of the yarn I've given them to make patterns has been a challenge, but they always make something beautiful. So anyways, I never go too deeply about what's inside the Advents because they are a surprise and a lot of people get them for the surprise. So I don't want to ruin anything. What we do is with our pre-orders, we'll show usually the box art. We work with artists for each and every one, freelance artists. I'm really excited about the one we have this year, and the colors in the box art always go kind of the themes of the colors in the yarn that we're doing, and the story kind of tells you like what the story of the whole Advent will be, and it'll kind of give hints as to what the themes will be. So last year we did one that was pretty Christmassy. This one is more winter focused. Winter solstice is what it is. Love that you guys have patterns. Yeah, not everyone will have a pattern, but I feel like if you're getting all this yarn, we get questions a lot of people asking, what do I make with this? So it's like, well, we'll put patterns in there. So each one includes a knit and a crochet pattern. So that is included in the price of the box. You get both patterns. Every single box, it comes with both a knit and a crochet pattern. It also comes with some extra little goodies. I always love gifts, and so we just kind of do that. Last year we put yarn in it, but we also put a lot of extra gifts. The ones this year we're doing mostly yarn focused. So there are a few other little extra gifts in there, but it's primarily yarn. So this one's, the winter solstice coming up is a 24-day, Advent. So you'll have something to open. We start opening on December 1st. So we usually, and by usually, I mean always, we ship everything out before Black Friday so that everything is basically to you before the Black Friday shipping rush. And then we just start opening from there. So that's what the Advents are. Every year it's been a little bit different. That's kind of the fun part. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. Halloween Advent Tunisian crochet is so fun. Courtney, I'm glad you're having fun with it. It is a really fun pattern. The pre-orders for the winter solstice Advent start on Sunday, October 26th. So we'll have a couple weeks in between ordering and shipping. They'll start on October 26th. We're expecting to ship them kind of in the middle of November. That's another date, and we have a timeline that we ship them out, and we'll also post kind of what that timeline is on our product page. We'll let you know when it's expected to ship. We had some people expecting it for our Halloween advent. Like we were like, we'll start shipping between this date and this date. And some people were like, you know, the very first date that we said it, they were like, why isn't mine shipped? And this is a timeline here. It took so long to individually wrap. It was just me and Alex individually wrapping all those minis. It took a really long time. We're doing it differently for the winter one because there's a lot more of them. But so it's a deadline. It's kind of like we give ourselves this space of time to ship things out. But we take those deadlines very seriously. And so we'll get everything out on time because we want to make sure that there's room between December 1st. If there's something lost in the mail or something like that, we can help take care of you. So, okay. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia put important dates. I can show the new yarns again. Yes, Stacy. Oh, and I forgot so for that pre-order, it is a timed pre-order. It's one of the only things that we put a time on because they usually sell out. So the Halloween Advent sold out within 2 hours, I think. And we had a couple extra that we put on. I think maybe only 10 extra that we put on at the end after everything was said and done. And we made sure that no one's Advent was lost in the mail. Guys, this year, every single Advent made it to the place. Nothing got lost in the mail. Woo, that was wonderful. We were checking tracking and everything. So that was like, it was a Halloween miracle. Marlene, have a great night. So, thank you, Alicia. Alicia put all the important dates. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, holy cow, they all went out and Kyra got hers. We were nervous too because Kyra's in Canada. And so we were checking, and then while things were like still in transit, for Canada, they did their post office went on strike. And I was so nervous about that, but it made it to her. So we did it. Woohoo! So let's all cross our fingers for the winter one too. And that's why we try really hard to get them out before Black Friday, because after that, all the mail gets delayed. So, I will show the new yarns really quick and then we will log off. I said that really log off. Like, what? Okay, Marcy. The voice is leaving. I didn't bring any water with me this time. I was too busy making my bed before the live because I'm going to get out of this live and just roll right on into it. Okay. Good night, Marianne. Here is the new colorways. This is the Monster Mash set. This is Frickin' Bats. It is inspired by Dracula's second form. This is Oh My Gourd. It's orange and it's got some fun, they're all twisted up in the skein, but some fun like purple and pink speckles in there, some orange ones. There's a little bit of green in there too. And then this is Frankenskein, inspired by Frankenstein. It is a fun neon green with some green speckles, purple, brown, pink. Really, really fun. All of these will be online tomorrow. They're only available through October 31st. And then there will be Upstate, which is our Indie Untangled colorway. It will be at Indie Untangled in fingering weight, DK, Sport, and worsted. And it will be online the 17th, 18th, 19th, basically next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next weekend. I went to pull up my calendar. Yeah, 17th, 18th, and 19th next weekend. Those are the only dates this will be available. And yeah, and then also just to let everyone know, the tweeds all these fun things are also only available until the 31st. So after the 31st, these guys will be gone too. So the 31st happens and November hits and we start anew. November hits and Marcy says, "It's Christmas." Oh man. The time of day for the Advent calendar will be 7 p.m. Central. So we're going to put that pre-order live on October 26th for the Winter Advent. October 26th at 7 p.m. Central. Set your alarms. If you're interested, set your alarms. Okay. I get it, Stacy. All right, everyone. That's it for this week's live. I need some water desperately. Thank you all for coming tonight. It was super fun. Next week, there will not be a live. It's on our calendar. You can see our calendar with our live dates at badsheepyarn.com. If you go to info, it has all of our events and calendar and things like that on there and more. We will not have a live next week because Alex and I will be traveling and we would have been setting up for Indie Untangled. And that's the other thing. Next week we'll be in upstate New York. We are going to Indie Untangled on Friday. We are booth 34, I believe. I'll put it on a Facebook and Instagram post, but I believe we're booth 34. Come and see us. Say hello. I will give hugs if you're comfortable with that. And we'll also be at Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool Festival on Saturday walking around, and let me know if you want me to do a meetup. I always am just like, we'll be fine. Well, just walk around, eat some donuts, which are delicious. But if you see me, say hi, and I love that part. So, Bree, what recommended pairing amethyst quartz to go with? Oh, so many. Come next time for sure, because I'm closing up shop. But you can also send us an email, contact@badsheepyarn.com. We might not be able to get to it tomorrow, just the pairings, because it's Friday. It's our last day in the studio, but we will. We will send photos and let you know what goes with what, or you can come back next week and I'll show you then too. There's a lot that goes with amethyst quartz. It's really pretty. Okay. All right. Everyone, I hope you have a great night and a fabulous weekend. Ooh, something dropped out there. Hope you have a great night and fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Where am